My name is Gary Higley. I'm from Spokane, Washington, and I came here to have a spinal disc replacement with the AIMIS organization with Dr. Tohmeh.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Fry. I'm from Spokane, Washington, and I came to AIMIS in Cyprus to have spine surgery with Dr. Tohmeh.
Hi, I'm Heidi and I live in Newman Lake, Washington, and I came here to Cyprus to have surgery with Dr. Tohmeh.
What convinced me to come to Cyprus was sitting in Dr. Tohmeh's office, and he was showing me this large hunk of metal that he wanted to fuse two vertebrae together with. And I had heard bad stories about the results of that and the cascading effect of degenerative discs. And so I looked at Dr. Tohmeh and I said, if you were having yours done, would you do this? And he told me, well, there's another option, and he told me about AIMIS. And as soon as he finished with his story about AIMIS, I knew right then and there that was the answer for me.
Well, my decision to come to AIMIS with Dr. Tohmeh was a very, very difficult one to make. He had presented my case and what options I had to basically get my life back. I hadn't been able to sit for over a year and a half, and I tried every non-surgical option that there was to treat me and relieve my pain, and nothing was working. And Dr. Tohmeh had explained to me that the treatment that would solve my problem and get me quality of life was to have a spinal fusion. And unfortunately, we submitted that to my insurance company and they denied payment. We went into the appeal process. Dr. Tohmeh actually met with the higher ups at the insurance company and presented my case with numbers of other cases, and they still refused, based on their current criteria, to help with anything. And at that point, I was out of options. Financially, I could not afford to pay for the surgery out of our own pocket, staying in Spokane, Washington. And he did present the option to us to come to Cyprus, and it was very smooth to get in touch with Claire and find out logistics and cost estimate. And for me, I would not have even considered coming if Dr. Tohmeh would not have been with me doing the procedure. He stayed, he followed up, he made sure everything was perfect, and that the day of my surgery, I was able to sit in more than a year and a half without pain. And that is why I came.
Why I chose AIMIS is I actually came into Dr. Tohmeh's office, who was highly recommended to me that he was one of the best orthopedic surgeons in the area. And I've been to very many neurosurgeons and orthopedic specialists, and he had given me all my options for my condition in my cervical spine. I've had 2 previous fusions, and it was not an option to get another fusion. In the United States, that was my only option. And we discussed that that was not an option for me. And we discussed AIMIS and in Cyprus, and we chose to go that route because we knew that that would give me the quality of life to continue what I do, to work and to live my life. So there was no questions after that. I feel our choice was probably for each and every one of us maybe different, but all came to the same conclusion that he would be the very best choice with AIMIS to provide this service for us. And that gave us the trust. I felt that he brought us the trust that we were able to come here and make that leap of faith.
Definitely. I had some pretty awful experiences dealing with my back for the last year and a half, and trust was a huge factor for me. And Dr. Tohmeh has a very big heart, and his entire staff does, including everybody that we've been in touch with at AIMIS. So I can't thank you enough for giving me my quality of life back.
I'm glad I could help Jenny. And Jenny has been through it. Well, everybody has been through a lot. And Jenny has, she reached the end of the road and she had no other choices. And to me, and from past experience, I knew that this procedure is right for her, but we were at the mercy of some bean counters and what we call the C students who run the insurance companies, along with politicians that support that. And my motto and my belief is basically you do the right thing and what you think is the right thing no matter what the cost is. You got to stand up for what you believe in, and you cannot be at the mercy of some regulator who's going to dictate what you do. We are the ones who did all the schooling, all the training, we do the research, we do the development, we do the inventions, and then you get some administrator who tells us yay and nay, and that's just simply not acceptable. And I've been in the United States since 1984, and what they're trying to push in the United States is more like a government-regulated program. The American people know better than that. They demand quality, and I don't think it's fair, and I don't expect them to just accept mediocre treatment, because that's not going to happen. Medical care in the United States is the best in the world, and we're going to keep it that way. It's unfortunate we have to take it outside, but it's still an American technology. So it's just the logistics happen to be now at AIMIS because of the environment that we have. And I think it's going to be like this for the next several years.
One of the things I'd like to add to what was said there is that one of my reservations was leaving the country, getting out of the country and having things set up. And Dr. Tohmeh says, well, you call Claire and she'll handle it. Well, I didn't realize what that really meant. That was very important to me, because I didn't know how to set up leaving a country and making reservations and getting a hotel and a place to stay and that complete thing. And that was the nice thing about AIMIS, is that all I had to do was call Claire.
It's a complete package.
It was a package. It was
package.
Complete together, and I didn't have to worry about things except if I was going to make my flight or not, and that was about it. So
And packing your bags.
packing our bags was about all we had to do. So that was very important to me after making that decision that I made with Dr. Tohmeh, was making a decision with Claire and having Claire assure me that, hey, things are handled and set up. Just be quiet, get on the plane, and come over here. We'll take care of you. And they have done that.
Very safe and very welcomed, and that we knew that we were in very safe hands when we arrived here. So I feel that our choices were made very well. We're very happy with our results.
I've been really pleased with technology. I had to leave behind a 12-year-old son, and that was a very difficult part of deciding to come. So the hotel having internet available so that we could do FaceTime and I could see him every day and talk to him, and he was assured that his mom was safe and in good hands, and just being connected to home was a really big deal. And it wasn't just the people of our hotel resort and AIMIS, it was the whole population. I mean, everybody we've run into, from the airport to the taxi drivers to the Old Town Limassol to the security guard at the castle, they have gone over and above to extend warmth and hospitality to us who come from so far away. It's just been overwhelming.
That's great.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a real safe environment here. When we first got here, my wife Lynn and I, we took off on a walk and walked to a grocery store to go and get some things that we needed and so forth, and with no fears, and it was just it's a good, comfortable feeling here, so you don't have to feel like you're in a war zone or anything, because you hear about the Middle East sometimes as being tough. This is a good, safe country, and everybody's friendly here, and everybody speaks English, so that helps us communicate a lot also.
And the food is amazing.
Amazing.
Yes.
Agreed.
I'll agree.